Hey folks, I've got a couple of quick tips for you today on reassigning tests and worksheets in Auralia and Musition. There are a couple of really common scenarios where it's quite useful to be able to do this quickly and easily. One of the most common scenarios is, say your students in a particular class have struggled with one of the tasks that you have assigned, and you simply wish to allow an additional attempt on that task. You can see in the current example here, my week 7 dynamics and articulation test, that the student has already attempted the task once. There are no remaining attempts, and this particular student hasn't done that well, only 40%. So we can simply go up to tests and select that particular task and change the attempts number from 1 to 2. So this means that any students in the assigned classes will now have an additional attempt on that test. So when they come into the software, they will see that particular task and they can now start it, and you can see there's one remaining attempt on the task. Another really common scenario is when you wish to reassign a task for just a single student. Now perhaps this student has simply missed the deadline for a test, or perhaps they've had technical issues, internet connection issues, or computer issues, or possibly the student hasn't performed well at the task and you wish just the single student to have an additional attempt available. In my example test here, you can see week 8 intervals and chords. This test had a time slot assigned to it, and the student has simply missed the deadline. The easiest way to manage this is to create a temporary class under people. So my student who missed the test was William, and he is in class 7A. I'm going to create a temporary class here called 7A1, and I'm going to hide this class from my students. Now if I come back to 7A and select William, I can also add him to that class in addition to 7A. So all the other students are simply a member of the 7A class and not of the newly created 7A1 class. Then under tests, I can simply find my intervals and chords test and copy it. And I can rename it. Take 2 and check that it is assigned to my 7A1 class and disable it for the 7A class. Now finally, I just need to check the time slots on this test. So currently, if I go into time slots, I can see there is the old time slot that was assigned. So the 1st of May through to the 5th of May. And I'm going to simply add a new time slot by selecting the plus icon and choosing my date range. So now, when William logs into the software, he will find that he has the option to now take the week 8 intervals and chords test, take 2. I hope these tips have been useful for you. Please let us know if you have any questions and subscribe to our channel for any future updates. Thanks for watching.